Back at the garage in Hayes, Lawrence and Kev are still waiting for the money they've been promised. The £17,000 isn't the full amount owed to the owner of the car the garage sold, but it is a start. A man who won't reveal his identity approaches Lawrence.
Have you got the rig there?
I have. Of course I have. No, sir, you can't, because you're not my defendant. You're not Mr. VERDI. If you show me some ID, show me you're Mr. VERDI, because I've got my doubts at the moment, because you keep saying you are and then you're not. You show me some ID, show me that you're Mr. VERDI, then I'll show you my writ.
And what does the rig let you do?
Come here and seize goods to the value of the debt.
Just when it looks like Lawrence is getting nowhere, he's approached by the man who offered £17,000 to stop the removal of goods.
Yeah, he's going to get his aunt to come down and pay on a credit card. So, we shall see. How far away is your aunt?
About 20 minutes.
I bet so that means nothing to me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the police
I'll go with.
throw you out. Oh, by the way, please film me and tell me that the police is coming here to throw these guys out.
Confusion reigns. Is the aunt coming, or the police? Soon the question is answered.
Hi, who called us?
No idea. I'll show you some ID. Enforcement officer's got
Cool.
here to enforce a High Court writ.
Okay. On this premise here, yeah?
Yeah, apparently, I mean, we seized goods about 3 months ago and they got an emergency stay. The judge threw it out when he actually got a hearing. He threw it out because there was no grounds for dispute whatsoever.
Now the police have arrived, the elusive garage landlord, Mr. VERDI, suddenly appears out of nowhere.
Hello there, mate. You alright? Are you? Sorry, who are you?
VERDI, I own the property.
You're on the phone. Alright, if you just go in, mate, we'll come and have a chat in a sec, yeah?
Is that Mr. VERDI?
I believe it might be.
Yeah.
I believe that might have just been our defendant.
That's the first time he said
That's the first time he's acknowledged who he is.
So that's the elusive Mr. VERDI. He was actually the first person Lawrence saw when he arrived this morning. Mr. VERDI wants a private chat with the policemen upstairs. "20 minutes later, the police officer reappears. He reports back on Mr. VERDI's side of the story.
He's saying that this company's gone into liquidation 2 days ago.
No, what they've done is they've written to a liquidator and said, will you act on our behalf?
Yeah. I mean, it's still got the name up on there. They're saying it's trading in a different name. You've got the correct paperwork here to say you can come here and take the goods.
Yeah.
And that is basically it. Have I got an actual name of the chap that we're after?
No, we're after VERDI
Just
Ferrari
VERDI
After
Ferrari,
Sales
full
Limited.
stop.
The fact that he's a director is that we're not after his personal assets.
Yeah.
We're after assets of the company, which is the stuff that's here.
And whether it's in liquidation or not is...
It's not in liquidation. If it was in liquidation, actually properly in liquidation, then we couldn't take the assets. They become sort of in the custody of the liquidator.
Well, at the moment, they failed to give me anything of that.
The lady on the phone said they wrote to us 2 days ago and asked us to act for them. We've had no paperwork from them whatsoever, so they're not in liquidation.
Right.
We're going to take the stuff we've got now.
Yeah.
Right, I've got to give him this paperwork because he's got to sign for these goods that I'm taking.
Right, I'll ask him down then.
Lawrence isn't surprised by the delaying tactics.
A lot of the time it's a war of attrition. Which we usually win.
Mr. VERDI doesn't want to come and talk in front of the camera.
Right.
Would you come upstairs with us
sure.
now? I understand you're going to give him a receipt or something.
Well, not a receipt. A receipt for his goods,
You come up
effectively.
to speak to him with us.
Yeah, no problem.
The sheriff seemed to be making progress. Soon after Lawrence gets upstairs, Mr. VERDI's wife appears and pays £5,000 by credit card.
Yeah, I'll do your receipt in a sec. I've just got to do the balance.
And the VERDIs offer to organise scheduled repayments to cover the outstanding debt. Lawrence is satisfied with this arrangement and returns the removed goods. Thanks to the sheriffs, the owner of the car the garage sold will now get a good chunk of the money he's owed, with more to come.
They're offering £5,000 a month to clear it off, providing they stick to that you know, that's quite reasonable because as it transpires, there aren't the assets there. The cars do belong to customers, so there's no real leverage there to get any more money. So we've handed the goods back because basically the business can't function without them. And while generally speaking, if our actions cause a business to close down, but we've managed to clear the debt, then that's not an issue. A limited company, there's no protection. All their assets are liable to be seized and, if necessary, removed and sold to clear a debt. But if we're not going to clear a debt, if we're only clearing a fraction of it, there's very little point in removing the assets and preventing them from trading. So we've returned the assets for today so they can carry on trading and can meet the payment arrangement if it's accepted by the client.
But if it isn't accepted or the owners don't meet the repayments, the sheriffs will be back.